Welcome to How to Survive with Danielle and Kristine, the show that teaches you how to survive the things that can kill you.
Like rabid bats.
Oh, gosh.
The great December superstorm.
Uh-huh.
How about losing your voice?
Oh, no. And the things that just make you wish you were dead.
Like bad movie theater etiquette.
Yeah, jerk.
Crowdier holiday parking lots.
Yes, crowdier.
How about the long arm of the FCC? Oh, it's coming for you. Oh, you know what the FCC really loves?
Our song.
Let's play it.
Let's do it.
Ground is shaking under our feet, mountains on fire, flooding in the street. Can't breathe the air, can't fight the feeling. Gobbling down Xanax ain't the way to be dealing. Gotta do better than just getting high. We gotta stick together if we're gonna survive. Ooh, how to survive. Ooh, how to survive.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Welcome back, Garen.
Thank you. Good
So
be
nice
back.
to see you. I'm so excited to see you, Garen. But you know what I'm more excited about?
What?
What we're going to talk about today.
What we're going to talk about today is how to survive losing your voice.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Sometimes I want to lose my voice.
And then you just have there's no excuse not to be able to talk to someone
You know, nobody can expect anything from me.
because you're just like, sorry, miming.
Yeah, I can't help you with this. Dinner? I don't know. I can't tell you because
I can't.
somebody else is going to have to do it.
You can't, you use your voice a lot. Because you have to say corner.
Get in the corner?
No, like when you're in a kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
What's the other thing they say on
Yes, chef?
Yes, chef. Yeah. But
What do they say when they open the door? Is that corner?
no. Passing,
Oh, something like that.
corner.
I don't know why I think I don't have to make dinner just because I can't
I know
talk.
it's so random, but I mean, use it if you can.
Yeah, I guess I thought people would, when they usually come to me and they say, what do you think we're going to do for dinner tonight? Because I can't come say anything.
Right, but you could nod.
Yeah,
You could write.
yeah.
Maybe we could break your hands so you can't. You also can't write.
Put me in a full body cast.
I think it's the only way to
That's-
get out of dinner.
Yep. And all chores.
Yes.
I love it.
Garen, how was your trip?
Yes,
It was
Garen.
good. It was
Yeah?
good. Yeah. We just did a lot of hanging out. We went to a Red Wings game, which was fun.
Is that
Ooh.
hockey?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
I went to my first ice hockey game.
They're fun, huh?
It wasn't
During
professional.
this time?
Yeah, on Saturday. It wasn't professional. It was my friend's son.
What?
It was super fun.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my cousin has season tickets to the Red Wings, and we went, and they weren't doing great for a lot of it, and then it went back and forth with like they scored 2 goals in the end in the third period. So it was
Is that
fun.
what it's called? Goals?
Yeah.
well, aside from hockey, how was your vacation?
Yeah,
Did
how
you,
was
you
your
got
trip?
to see your mom?
I saw my mom. I stayed with her. I saw my dad.
Good.
It was all good.
Okay.
We after the hockey game, we went to the casino.
Oh.
My brother and I and my brother's boyfriend and my cousin. I didn't win a thing. My brother put money into a Wheel of Fortune slot machine, which is the only slot machine really I play,
Yeah.
and he won $450 on the second
Wow.
fucking pull.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm like, are you joking? Here's my penny slot,
Oh.
$1.25 that I can't even use anymore because you can't bet
But
that
wait, you're
amount.
bearing the lead.
What?
What happened at the airport?
What happened at the airport?
You got a lottery ticket.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, the Powerball's $1 billion.
Yeah.
So I bought a ticket at the Michigan airport. Guys, I won.
Yeah, he won.
I won the lotto.
How much did you win?
$7.
But it's in Michigan.
But it's a
money.
Michigan ticket. I don't even think I can turn it in.
Yeah, you can't
Gotta
use
fly back to
You
turn
can't
it
use
in.
Michigan money here.
No, it's not good here.
It's only good in Michigan.
No.
It's all militia money. Can't use it.
And you can buy, what do they have in Michigan that I thought was so weird? Pasties.
Pasties like you put on your nipples?
Poochkies?
Well, they're like
Pierogies?
I love pierogies.
Pasties.
I remember seeing this in the
Isn't
UP.
that what goes over your nipple?
Yeah, that's what I thought. But they're like
pasties.
they're like some kind of food item.
Oh.
I remember seeing signs for them when I was in the Upper Peninsula, and I was like, I thought those were just things you put on your boobs.
I think in England, at least, they're called pasties when they're food.
Maybe they say it that way too.
I don't know.
This was in the Upper Peninsula. Anyway, what did we learn? Yeah.
Sorry.
Clear it out. Jeez. You smoking all weekend?
No, but I'll tell you what I did do.
Tell us.
Did Jimmy tell you about the movie incident on Never Not Funny?
Movie incident.
The details about the train incident.
No, there was a train incident and a movie incident.
Oh, boy.
In the same day. So we went to see, Oliver, Jimmy, and I went to see Is This Thing On?
Okay.
Which is actually quite good.
Oh, good.
I thought it was rather good. Mm-hmm. And let me just preface this by saying I'm not in a great place right now.
Okay.
Just being cards on the table.
Yeah.
So this might have influenced my behavior.
Okay.
But, you know, all the previews are on. We were in a very raked theater. Like you have to take steps to get up to the seats. But maybe that's all theaters now, but quite raked. So we were up sort of high.
Yeah.
In the front section, there's like one guy sitting there.
Okay.
And he has his phone on. The preview stop, he has his phone on. You know, they show the little thing, turn off your phone, please turn off your phone.
Yes.
We're begging you, turn off your phone.
When you say he has his phone on, does that mean he's talking on the phone?
No.
He just has it.
I see the light.
Yeah.
Because it's so raked, I can see it like as if it's
distracting.
right
Yeah.
next to me.
Yeah.
Even though it's, you know,
I'll
30 feet away or something.
Right.
We can all see it.
Yeah.
So as the movie's starting, I yell, "Turn off your phone!" So he doesn't.
Yeah.
So I once again yell, "Turn off your phone!" He doesn't.
Okay.
I think at this point, Jimmy muttered, "Turn off your phone." I get up.
Mm-hmm.
I walk down the steps.
I love this for you.
I look at him.
Yeah.
He's got earbuds in, so I don't know what the fuck that means. Why do you have earbuds and your phone on during a movie?
What are you doing? And he's by himself. It's not like he's there with a date, so he's just like begrudgingly going to this movie.
This is what I don't understand. Movies are so expensive now.
Yeah.
Why would you pay to go to a movie and then not pay attention to it? Or have I mean, maybe there was something wrong with it. Anyway.
Yeah.
I get in his face.
Yeah.
I'm over, you know, in other words, he's in the last row before like a place where you can stand.
Yes.
So I just go over his shoulder. Turn off your phone. It is distracting to the rest of us. We are trying to enjoy the movie.
Right.
He just gives me like a weird little like grimace.
Yeah, like what's wrong with you?
Yeah, he didn't say anything.
Okay.
So I turn away not knowing if he's going to turn off his phone. But he did.
Good.
He did.
Good.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, good.
It was just like you, and then of course my adrenaline's pumping for the first few minutes anyway, so I'm still distracted.
It's still, yeah.
But oh God, it's just so fucking aggravating.
But it's also like there should be, and I know it's the state of the film industry or cinema is that it's dying, and so they're cutting back, so there aren't ushers in there to kind of take care of this because that would be the job of the usher.
So this is what I said to Jimmy and Oliver. They should have an usher in the theater for the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And they should deal with it.
Yes.
I mean, granted, they're teenagers and maybe
would
it's
they
dangerous.
even? Yeah.
But someone should be fucking doing it. I shouldn't have to like.
Right.
And then, of course, the next thing was going to be to go get an usher. But then I'm missing more
Yeah.
of the movie. It's like I shouldn't have to suffer because suffer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Relatively suffer. So yeah, it was just so.
Yeah.
God.
But it's part of it is that so many less people are going to movies.
I know.
You know that, and they become more expensive because less people go.
Of course.
And
yeah.
it costs more to keep them, so they have less people working there, and so they don't have those people to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry you had to deal with that, but I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't. This is the one place where I just can't. I can't take being distracted when I'm watching something. So this is like all bets are off.
If that were me, there would have been a lot of heavy sighs.
Oh.
And a lot of head shaking.
Oh yeah, me too. In
And
the old
that's
days,
it.
I can't take it.
you know what we're doing now, Garen? Now we're serving cunt.
Yes.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes,
Permission.
we're in our serving cunt era.
So, yes. All right. Let's get to our topic, shall we?
God, I want to so bad.
How to survive losing your voice. This is the literal losing your voice.
Yes.
Thank you for that, by the way. I'm
You're
sorry
so
I already
welcome.
have it.
No, it's okay. I'm glad
excited
I picked
for whatever you think I
correctly.
should read.
Okay, I'm going to give you a few different ways you can lose your voice. You're probably most familiar with laryngitis.
Heard of it.
is an inflammation of your larynx, which is your voice box, a small structure that connects your throat to your windpipe.
Why do they call it a voice box? Is it a box? Shape?
Because it's the other place someone puts their dick. I don't know. I think that's why.
No, that's why.
I'm on the Cleveland Clinic. This is where I got this information from, Cleveland Clinic, and I think that's why.
Okay. It links to the dick in the box sketch.
Merry Christmas. Laryngitis occurs because of infection, irritation, or overuse of the vocal cords. You're too mouthy.
That's me.
Okay. But other than laryngitis, there are vocal cord lesions. Benign vocal cord lesions are non-cancerous growths that may form on one or both vocal cords. They include nodules, polyps, and cysts.
I've heard of those.
More lesions form because you're overusing. Most lesions form because you're overusing or misusing your vocal cords.
Singers.
Yep. Treatments include voice therapy, behavior changes to improve your vocal health, and surgery. Okay, what are vocal cord lesions? Vocal cord lesions are also known as vocal fold lesions and can be benign or malignant. Obviously, if they're malignant, that's cancer. We're not talking about that today.
Good. That's sad.
Yes. Your vocal cords are two bands of muscles and vibratory tissue inside your larynx voice box. They come together and vibrate to produce sound when you speak, sing, or use your voice in other ways. When I was doing this, I couldn't stop thinking about, okay, so see, now I'm forget Freddie Mercury.
Did he have this?
No, but I once heard on NPR or something that Freddie Mercury's vibrato was such that, he had that crazy vibrato.
Yeah.
That like his cords moved at some sort of rate that no one else's cords ever moved or something like that. Garen, maybe you can look that up for what we learned.
And isn't it true that Mariah Carey can like crack a glass or something with how high she
is that true?
I feel like...
Or was true.
I heard that, or is it possible I saw her do that in like a video maybe?
I mean, it's an old, I don't know, myth, but it's an old thing that opera singers, if they sing high enough, can crack a glass. I remember there was a commercial for like Maxell audio tapes or something back in the day that had that, but I don't know if it's true. That's a good...
It's fun to talk about all the things we don't know.
I mean, that's our show, is it not?
Yes.
Okay.
That's our T-shirt. It's fun to talk about things we don't know.
Okay, your vocal cords are two bands of muscle and vibratory tissue inside your larynx voice box. They come together and vibrate to produce sound when you speak, sing, or use your voice in other ways. Lesions on your vocal cords can change your voice, making it difficult or even painful to talk or sing. Types of vocal cord lesions. Benign lesions include, as we said, nodules, polyps, and cysts. Oh my. Vocal cord nodules, sometimes called singers or screamers nodes. You've heard about like singers getting nodes. Can form if you're repeatedly misusing or overusing your voice. These callus-like growths develop in the midpoint of your vocal cords. This part of the vocal cords get used most often when you're using your voice. Often nodules develop on both vocal cords. Anyone can get them, but they're most common in children, heavy voice users such as teachers, trainers, and coaches, and professional voice users such as singers and speakers.
Okay.
Vocal cord polyps, like nodules, can result from repeatedly overusing or misusing your voice. They can also form after a single episode of vocal abuse, like yelling at a sports event.
Oh, wow.
Or berating your children, maybe. Don't do that.
Why are you looking at me?
No reason.
What do you think I'm doing at home?
Polyps can vary in size and shape, but they're usually larger than nodules. They typically form on one vocal cord, but the friction is from a single polyp rubbing against the other vocal cord and may cause an additional polyp to form.
Polyps can make polyps.
Yes, polyps beget polyps. A specific type of vocal cord polyp, polypoid chorditis, which they then put in parentheses as if this makes it easier, Reinke's edema.
Oh, yes. Now I know what you're talking about.
Right. Is associated almost exclusively with smoking.
Oh.
If you smoke and become hoarse, you should see a provider to evaluate you for this condition as well as malignant growths. Anyone can develop vocal cord polyps, but they're most common after an episode of voice overuse such as yelling or a sudden loss of voice. Vocal cord cysts are growths that have a sac around a fluid-filled or semi-solid center. There are 2 types of vocal cord cysts, mucus retention cysts and epidermoid or sebaceous cysts.
I don't want the ones with mucus.
No. Vocal cord cysts are less common than vocal cord nodules and polyps, but can cause many of the same symptoms. They're not necessarily associated with voice overuse. The most common symptom of a vocal cord lesion is hoarseness or a raspy voice. Still, symptoms depend on the lesion's size and how much it interferes with your vocal cords, opening, closing, and vibrating together. Symptoms include hoarseness, breathiness, vocal fatigue, loss of your voice, loss of your vocal range. You know how like when you're really sick and you try to speak and like you can't get that one word?
Yeah.
A voice that breaks easily, a harshy, raspy, or scratchy voice.
Sometimes that sounds sexy though.
Yes, I know. And then you wish like you could keep it.
Yeah.
There was a Friends like that.
There was?
Yeah, where I think Monica was sick and Phoebe wanted to stay sick because it sounded better when she sang. So she like licked a cup that, I don't know. Frequent coughing, throat clearing, or general fatigue, general neck pain, or a shooting pain that travels from ear to ear.
Oh, I don't want that.
Okay, nodules and polyps form over long periods of overusing your voice or using your vocal cords incorrectly, speaking or singing for extended periods, yelling or straining. Okay, we all said all that. You get it. Other factors that make you susceptible or worsen the lesions are smoking, sinusitis, allergies, hypothyroidism, like when you have a hypothyroidism, like when you have a hypothyroid, chronic acid reflux, also known as GERD, consuming excessive alcohol or caffeine, using your voice when you're sick with a cold or upper respiratory infection. Vocal cord cysts can form if a gland in your vocal cord gets blocked or fragments of cell debris get trapped inside vocal cord tissue.
So many things can go wrong.
I know.
Cell debris.
Debris.
You have cell debris.
I loved them, but then they sold out. Yeah. How are vocal cord lesions diagnosed? A healthcare provider will examine your head and neck and ask how you've been using your voice. They may perform tests to examine your vocal cords directly, including, what if they just made you sing?
Well,
that would be a nightmare.
They got to listen to it.
Okay. Laryngoscopy.
Oh, gosh.
Healthcare providers perform this test to examine your voice box. They insert, hold your hats, a thin tube through your nose and mouth with special lights and video camera that allows them to see in your voice box.
I've done that.
Oh, you have?
Well, yeah, the tube through your nose that goes down into your throat. It's not fun.
I've done it too. It's awful. Stroboscopy. Healthcare providers perform this test to see how your vocal cords vibrate. They insert a small scope into your nose or throat above your vocal cords. The scope connects to a special strobe light that flashes when your vocal cords vibrate. It's like one of those Santas that, if you walk by it, it starts shaking its hips and singing,
Can I just do that instead?
Yeah. This test is the gold standard for evaluating hoarseness. Or maybe just your ears. Maybe just listening to see if someone's hoarse. You could probably figure it out.
Let me do that.
Laryngenologists, believe it or not, that's a real thing, or speech-language pathologists with specialization in voice typically perform and interpret this procedure. How are vocal lesions treated? Therapy can range from, I thought it said conversion therapy. It turns out it does something.
What if we learned that was your answer to everything? And we were like, something's going on with Danielle. She keeps recommending conversion therapy.
Some sort of camp you have to go to?
For everything story she's covering, she's recommending conversion therapy.
Therapy can range from conservative behavioral, medical, and dietary treatments to more invasive treatments like surgery. Voice therapy. A specialist called a speech-language pathologist might work with you during voice therapy sessions. Voice therapy teaches how to use your vocal cords so they can heal. It can also teach you how to prevent lesions or voice injuries in the future. Nodules are typically treated conservatively with voice therapy under the guidance of a speech therapist. Behavioral modifications. Behavioral interventions can help you make lifestyle adjustments to help care for your voice. Quitting smoking, reducing stress, and improving your diet can complement voice therapy to ease your symptoms and heal vocal cord lesions. Treatments for underlying medical problems. Treatments that address underlying issues that cause vocal cord inflammation, such as reflux, allergies, and sinusitis, can help heal lesions and lessen symptoms. Surgery. You may need surgery for nodules that don't improve with more conservative treatments, like voice therapy. You'll likely need surgery if you have a polyp or cyst. Unlike nodules, polyp and cysts don't typically improve with voice therapy. Still, you may need voice therapy after surgery to reduce your risk of irritating your vocal cords and developing new lesions. So I'm assuming that people who sing certain kinds of music... Did Sven sing when he was in his heavy metal bands?
Singing is maybe not the right word.
Did he scream?
Yeah.
Okay, so he could be someone who, if he had done it long enough, I'm guessing if you're professionally trained, you maybe have less cause for injury, I'm guessing.
I suppose it depends, though, because it seems like opera singers are professionally trained,
and they still get them.
They get them, right? Because it sounds like it's misuse or overuse.
Overuse,
right?
Yeah. Right. Okay. What can I expect if I have vocal cord lesions? Your outlook depends on your lesion type and how severely it's impacting your vocal cords. Untreated nodules, polyps, and cysts can cause long-term damage to your vocal cords. Untreated cysts may potentially burst.
Oh, God.
Causing complications. With treatment, your outlook is excellent. Nodules usually improve within 2 to 6 months with voice therapy or vocal rest. Surgery to remove polyps or cysts alongside voice therapy and vocal rest can help return your voice to normal. Okay, what happens to untreated nodules? They can cause you to further strain your voice and injure your vocal cords. Often nodules improve with voice. Okay, we already said that. But they can teach you how to use your voice. Healthcare providers can teach you how to use your voice so your nodules shrink or go away. If they're benign, but they can still feel painful and affect your ability to communicate. Unless, like Chris, you want that to happen.
You want to sound like Lauren Bacall.
And also not have to...
Is that who I'm thinking of? Who has the like raspy, sexy voice?
Yes. Bogey and Bacall.
Turner?
Or Kathleen Turner.
Yes.
Either of those.
I'm guessing they both smoked quite a bit.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, back then they smoked in the movies.
Yeah.
And they weren't using fake cigarettes.
No.
The good news is that most vocal nodules are treatable without surgery. Okay. So do nodules on vocal cords go away? They will go away when you stop misusing your voice. Okay. All right. How can I prevent a vocal cord lesion? Avoid drinking alcohol excessively, consuming too much caffeine, because they dry out your vocal cords. Use a microphone if you need to project. Warm up your voice before singing or prolonged speaking. Rest your voice in anticipation of future speaking obligations. Use a humidifier in your home to keep your vocal cords hydrated. Use stress reduction techniques, cognitive therapy, or yoga to lessen muscle tension.
Oh, I do that.
When should I seek care? If you're hoarse or have symptoms or have other symptoms of a vocal cord lesion for more than 2 to 3 weeks, okay, get ready for this one. See an otolaryngologist, which is an ear, nose, and throat doctor. We just call them ENTs. Or visit a subspecialized laryngologist with extra training in caring for voice disorders. Are you ready for a story? That's good. I'm using it the correct way, right?
That's how you should always be speaking.
I should always speak like this.
I think that is your natural voice.
Katharine Hepburn singing.
You know what? I made her brownies.
Yeah, and?
Not good.
They
Did
really?
she not like 'em?
Yeah, her bones were like, no.
Wait, were those the ones I had?
Yeah.
Because they were excellent.
I don't think so. I disagree.
But you don't like sweets.
I do like sweets.
Okay.
Just not excessively, but I
thought they were really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Ha, I got another compliment.
Yeah.
Okay.
See? Okay.
Cast that line.
I mean, it was weird that they had cigarette ash in them, but I thought that was just, to keep it authentic to her.
Yeah, that was very authentic to her.
More than 30 years ago, Betty Lou Trufant,
what
this is a
name.
real story, lost her voice as a result of a cold more than 30 years ago.
Okay.
It never came back.
No, come on.
The illness paralyzed one
She just didn't want to cook.
The illness paralyzed one of her vocal cords, reduced to little more than a whisper for decades. She could not tell someone in a movie theater to shut up.
No.
Or to turn off their phone. Her search for a cure eventually led her to Cleveland Clinic. avoiding most social contact with people. She says it became easier to just not go out than to deal with the frustration of not being able to talk to people.
Yeah.
After struggling to raise her daughter and maintain any semblance of normalcy with her family, Betty Lou saw a story about Aaron Martin. Martin was a patient who, like Betty Lou, had lost her voice. After seeking voice treatment at the Cleveland Clinic, Martin was able to regain her speech through the power of vocal massaging.
Oh.
Betty Lou had come to terms with not being able to speak again, but Martin's story gave her newfound hope. She made a trip from Westbrook, Maine to Cleveland to meet with Michael Benninger. I thought it said beginner. I'm like, you don't want your doctor to be named Beginner.
Dr. Beginner.
Michael Benninger, MD, chairman of the Head and Neck Institute of Cleveland Clinic. Dr. Benninger made the decision to operate on Trufant in hopes to repair her vocal cords.
Okay.
Vocal folds, also known as vocal cord paralysis, result from abnormal nerve input to the voice box muscles. Paralysis begins with a total interruption of nerve impulse. Probably 25 to 35% of people we see who have a paralyzed vocal fold have it due to a virus, which is how she had it. Dr. Benninger inserted an implant in her throat designed to push the paralyzed vocal cord back into place. This would allow the vocal cords to touch again and create sound. Okay, they weren't touching, so they can't vibrate together.
Okay.
The difference between Betty Lou's voice was apparent in days. Her daughter, Darcelle Jacobs, couldn't even remember her mother's speaking voice, but can now have full conversations with her. Best of all, Betty Lou finally got to speak to her grandson, Trey. I'm just thrilled to death, says Betty. I will be forever grateful.
That's incredible. Was she just, she couldn't even whisper? Like she would write stuff down or?
There is video of before and after.
Oh, wow.
She's like this. Like this was her normal speaking voice.
Oh, wow.
And then after the surgery, she sounded normal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I was so glad, and I will link to it in the newsletter, that there was actual footage.
Yes.
Because I was like, no, I need to see the before and after.
Yeah.
And it was quite impressive.
That is amazing.
Can you imagine your whole life? Like you can't speak above a whisper?
Oh, God. I would hate that.
That would be terrible.
I like to be loud sometimes, especially
Let's get loud.
when I'm serving cunt.
Yes. Is this your, you said this is your motto for 2026?
Oh, the rest of my life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but you're going to start now.
I feel like I've already begun.
Yeah, you have. I think you've begun. I guess I began at that movie theater.
I'm so proud.
But I bet everyone was happy I did that.
Not that guy, but everyone else.
Because I think everyone could see it. See the bright light from his phone.
I don't even like it. Like if we're sitting on the couch and gonna watch a movie, and we don't like make the whole house black or anything. But like if Sven's still doing something on his phone when the movie has started, and I can see it out of the corner of my eye.
Distracting.
Because it pulls your attention.
Of course.
It's like, I mean, TV's in restaurants. I don't like that because I can't pay attention to the people around me because your eyes are constantly pulled to it. Even if it's something I'm not interested in, if it's a sports game, I'm still constantly looking at it.
A sports game?
Yeah.
No. Sports games are tough.
I don't care about them, but it's still, they are.
I guess that's it for now.
Well, why don't we take a break?
Why don't we take a break?
Give everybody a break.
You can enjoy your bird stickers.
I'm going to be gazing at my bird stickers while we have a little commercial time for, for the people who get a commercial, but, the people who are in our Patreon don't have to listen to those.
Right.
Just remember that, guys.
That's right.
In case you don't want to listen to the commercial,
you can always sign up.
Sign up for a Patreon. You don't have to
treat
listen
yourself. Christmas present.
Yeah. Did you not get enough for Christmas or Hanukkah?
Late Hanukkah present.
Gift your family, your friends.
You can treat yourself.
Treat yourself. All right.
We'll be right back
after this. Hello, welcome back.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How was your break?
Fabulous. I'm not driving tonight.
You're not driving. You canceled your plans.
And no one is now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Everyone's like, you're right.
Because your friend was going to have dinner at the epicenter, like basically on a fault line
of the storm. Yeah, Mandeville Canyon, which sounds like it's the first place to go.
Yeah.
In the storm.
I've never even heard of that.
It's probably somewhere wonderful that we can't even afford to go to.
They might not even let me in.
No, you're not allowed.
See me coming.
Is your friend going to be here beyond the storm?
I have no
time?
updates.
Oh, okay. All the information's on the task. I've already told you everything I know. All right. Well, on the first half of the show, we talked about how to survive losing your voice. And now we're going to talk about How to Survive Being Censored with Gary Mann. Hi, Gary.
Hi.
That's a hot topic.
It is.
I agree.
So,
are you guys concerned about the storm? Is that what you were?
because
the 5 inches of rain.
No,
on its way.
They're saying they're using the word evacuate.
Close the schools, save the children.
Yes. They are being. They're again, as Garen said. Maybe this is another one of those like, the sky's falling down. Like it's not really going to happen. But I don't know. They seem to be pretty serious.
You guys are lame. Just write it out. If it's water.
But New York doesn't have hills and mudslides.
We don't have hills.
And California drivers.
And California drivers, yeah, that's a good point.
You guys have wipers.
It's not that.
Yes,
but
there's
you behave, Kristine, and everybody like you have no wipers.
No, it's not that. It's the slippery.
It's also when you've
you have tires and brakes.
We've been through those storms where you're going down a road and everything's fine, and then the next road, cars are being swept away.
Right, and it's covered in mud because the hill has fallen down.
And we live in an area that is like that, and I'm going into another area that is like that, and they're 90 minutes apart. So I'm like, do I want to do that tonight?
Are you going to rush me because of the oncoming storm?
Yeah.
Rush you?
Okay. Rush me. Yeah, rush through this so you.
No, I think we have a few hours until that happens.
We got a couple hours. Good.
Yeah.
This is later this evening, and I was deciding I didn't want to drive to a dinner party because
it's also near the fire burn area, though.
Yeah, I'm going from one burn area to another burn area.
Right.
Yeah.
Kristine, be really honest with me.
Yes.
Don't censor yourself. You didn't want to go to this party anyway. There it is.
Well, you said there's really good food.
No, here's the rub. Yes, I want to see these people. Yes, the food's going to be amazing. I also have a million things to do.
Right.
So it was like
it's a balance.
Yeah.
Which is what a little bit what we'll be talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good transition because
Thank you.
Gary is a veteran TV exec. You were at Comedy Central. You were at HBO.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gary.
Yes, Danielle.
The reason you're here is because as a network executive, you had to deal a lot with censorship.
I did.
Which is so, I've never thought about I've obviously thought about the, perspective of the creative, but from the executive point of view, it's also very frustrating, I guess.
It's wildly frustrating. I was in the middle. I was as a development executive and a current executive. I was there to see through the visions of the creators of the show and also balance things out with many different production, legal, broadcast standards, my boss's boss.
Right.
So there's a lot of balancing things out going on. But my ultimate goal was to see their vision through and make sure they were getting on the air what they wanted to get on the air. I was thinking about before I became a development executive, I had a brush with broadcast standards, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. After I wipe this spittle from my, you could cut that out. So before I was producing some shows. I was it was so many years ago. There was a show called Star Search.
Yeah. Yes. We're familiar.
Are you?
Of course.
It's coming back, right?
You may know it as the world's greatest talent competition. It was
Yes.
it came back once, or it came back with Arsenio Hall, and it's probably coming back again. But it was pretty much, it was like the precursor to, American Idol.
Absolutely.
But it wasn't the first talent show. There was, Ed Sullivan. And,
Yes.
But certainly it was on for 15 years, and I did 8 seasons of it. And initially I was the comedy executive, the booker, the talent,
right.
And booker doesn't sound good. And then eventually went on to produce it and write it. But what do you write on Star Search? You want to know, right?
Here's the thing.
Yes, Danielle.
Kristine and I have had jobs where every single time we mention any one of our jobs, someone says, what do you write on that?
Yeah.
So we understand what you write on it. You write outros, you write intros.
Well, let me give you an example.
Oh, okay.
You get 4 stars. That means you'll be back next week.
You had to write that a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Good night from the world's greatest talent competition. I had to write that. Ed couldn't speak.
Did you?
Yeah, you have a host. I mean, a host needs...
Yeah, but he'd wake up and have a Chardonnay omelet. It would not. It was,
Did you reach for the stars and grab them?
And catch them.
Catch them. Shit.
Yeah. I think, yes, I did.
Did you really?
I did. In fact, well, I did, and someone else did, and I wrote it again.
Oh, okay. You cut
no one
paste,
wrote Reach for the Star. I didn't do that.
Okay. Well, someone had to.
It was really funny. There was, and we'll get, and I hope you could edit. There was, I had a boss, and it was I'm trying to. Voting on a scale of 1 to 4 stars.
Yes.
4 being best was in the script before I got there, before I became the writer. And I went to my boss. I said, can't we cut out 4 being best? You don't go to a 1-star hotel or a 1-star hotel. And he didn't like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He got mad.
And then I wrote in the script 4 being best, 3 being second best, 2 being fair to poor, and 1 really sucking. He really didn't like that.
I bet. Also, on that show, you could get half a star.
You
could also get 3/4
with
star.
the math, when you put the math.
Yeah.
But I'm not a math person, but yes. So anyway, here we go. Back to censorship. So I'm there. I'm doing, and it was a family show. So I don't remember ever getting. I wasn't even in a position to talk to whoever was syndicating the show, or the lawyers, or the broadcast standards people. I heard the comedian set. They had 2 minutes and 25 seconds to get some points and jokes across. Very, very difficult. And I never gave a note on material that perhaps would be censored.
Okay.
Nor did I receive one from somewhere up above.
They knew it had to be squeaky clean, I'm sure.
Yeah, so everybody knew that. So Dave Chappelle.
Oh.
I've thought of this. I just watched the Netflix special, and how far he's come. So he's.
You guys, he almost got canceled.
Yeah,
he almost got canceled.
Well,
that was his defense. Anyway.
Well, yes, right. So listen to. So we're taping in Disney MGM Studios. Mm-hmm. We are also part of the tour at Disney MGM Studios. So not Studios, Disney M Studios.
Is that in Florida? Here?
Yes, in Florida.
Okay.
We were taping in Orlando, and at the time we were in a literal fishbowl, like the tourists.
Oh, wow!
Not just the people in the audience; they would see the show. They got the good seats,
right?
And then, as it was shot, people would watch the production.
Okay,
they would be filed through, and it would be part of the experience, and it was pretty
cool. Yeah.
So we couldn't get thousands of people into the audience, but we could get thousands walking by,
right,
and seeing it. And because of that, it felt like we needed to do the show live. Now we'd do pickups and stuff because that was part of the experience, but we had to keep it moving. We had to keep it moving. Anyway, Dave Chappelle's coming on. He's run his set by me. He was already beyond it. He was doing it because his grandmother loved Ed McMahon.
Okay.
But he was still young, as many 20, 25, I don't know. I was 2. So Disney MGM Studios comes out, has not run this line by me, and says, how come there are no blacks at Disney MGM Studios or at Disney? And then he paused and he said, except for Mickey. I agree with
really
the laugh.
funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's really funny.
I'm sitting there behind the monitor. I'm laughing. There's a Disney executive, like someone that worked at the studio, not for the TV show necessarily.
Right.
That can't say that.
Right.
Can't do it. Stop him. I go, I can't stop him. First, I'm not going to stop him.
Right.
He's in the middle of.
Right. How could you do? I mean, what would you do?
2 minutes. What would I do?
Right.
Yeah. And then, like, if I remember, the executive producer did say stop tape, and we stopped, and sent me because he was lame. Sent me down. Well, because I had a relationship with him. Sent me down to talk to Dave with the Disney executive.
Oh, God.
And I said, I wanted him to do the talking because I didn't want to be the bad guy because you laughed, right?
Right.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And it's like subjective, I guess.
But it's also very off-brand for Star Search.
Very off-brand for Star Search. And at the time, Disney was dealing with some issues about who they were employing.
Oh, okay. So really not something they wanted.
Yeah, so it was not. Yeah, so they wanted to censor
Right.
They wanted to take this. They didn't want to censor it. They wanted it gone.
Right.
And so they come down, and I'm with Dave, and he's not used to this stuff. Neither am I. We're both kids, really. Mm-hmm. And he goes, you cannot say that Nikki is black.
Oh, that's the part he objected to.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Not Lord. That there were... Whoa. I thought
he wasn't going to admit that there was a problem with hiring there at the time. He said, you can't say that. And, of course... Dave, he's I think he said he's a rat. And I gotta know, he's a mouse.
That's more offensive.
He's a mouse.
Right.
He's not black or white or any of these things. He's an animated character. Anyway, they said no. And he had to come up with a new beginning of a set, and it shook him a little bit, and ultimately he had to go back out there and do it again for the judges.
Right, but he didn't run that line by you, so he knew that it was risky, and so when he gave you the set, he probably had a different opening line.
Totally.
Right. So, how shaken was he? Really, you know what I'm saying? He knew.
We never expected that to happen. He didn't want to do something shocking, and he still does.
Right.
Yeah. That's his thing.
But also funny.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it was funny.
It's a funny line.
And I wanted the funny thing.
Right.
Which is what I always want to live on, and that was my first interaction with someone that was like a censor at the time.
Now, when you were an executive,
yes.
So what was that like dealing with the censors?
Much more difficult.
Yes.
Even though that freaked me out, that whole thing freaked me out. I remember Sarah Silverman specifically was, Comedy Central was not in the business of. In fact, it kind of relaunched their narratives, the Sarah Silverman Program. Mm-hmm. A lot of short form shows, a lot of other different shows, reality type shows or hybrids, but rarely did they have a narrative. Maybe in the old days with Amy Sedaris, was that a narrative or a sketch show?
I don't know. I don't remember her show.
Strangers with Candy?
Strangers with Candy.
Oh, that was definitely a narrative.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay, so that went away, and then there was a big gap, and Sarah came back and was doing her show, and I remember... the scene was she had to she was being investigated in the police station by our friend Jay Johnston from January 6th.
Oh, yes.
Playing the police.
Yes.
Talk about a tangent.
That's a good tangent.
Yeah. So, and he asked for identification in the scene. And she takes a piece of paper and draws or maybe even her license he asked for. It draws a if you could picture a U.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom of the U makes a little dot.
Okay.
Or she would say, Sarah, a little slit.
Okay.
And this rep was clearly Sarah's joke. It was a penis.
Right.
She was giving him, haha.
Right.
I'm giving you. Here's my ID. It's a penis. That was the joke. I'm telling it poorly, but it came across much more funnily than I'm telling it. And so as this was being created and written and read in the script by the standards, they needed to see what she was drawing to make sure it wasn't too, I guess, graphic.
So they were conceding it is a penis. They just wanted to know how graphic of a penis it was, like how cartoonish or something.
How realistic?
How realistic? How cartoonish? In between there, all those things, because you couldn't show like it like you can't at that time. You couldn't show like a dildo,
right?
But here she was with a pen.
Yeah.
And a piece of paper.
Right.
Draw a U.
Yeah.
And a dot.
Right.
And they had a big issue, the back and forth about the size. What made it graphic to the standards person was the size of the dot. How slitty it became.
Oh my God!
I feel gross just saying it. But I shouldn't. That was the. So many things were faxed back and forth. Many images.
And was it the art department or was it actually Sarah drawing it?
Art department.
Oh, okay. No art department.
No, there was an art department, but this did not require.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, it's just funny. Like Sarah sitting there drawing dicks all day to get it approved.
A 3-year-old could have done this with some direction.
Oh, right.
And it just kept, and my job was the middleman. I'm between Sarah and the showrunner at the time, and the broadcast standards person. Mm-hmm. And of course, I want Sarah's vision to be seen through.
Yeah. Right.
I thought it was funny. It's subjective.
Yeah.
It is subjective.
Yeah.
It's her sense of humor.
But standards doesn't get to weigh in on whether it's funny or not.
Right.
They get to weigh in on whether it's, using air quotes here, appropriate.
Right.
Yeah.
Whether it's too graphic.
Yeah.
It went on, and
So when you
because Sarah didn't want it to be just a dot. She wanted it to look more like the slit of a penis,
right,
or the hole of a penis. I gotta go. This is
you're not the first person to utter those words on our show, Gary.
I actually don't believe you. I actually don't believe that someone said slit of a penis to you on this show before.
We've had Guy Branum on. I'm just saying.
Let's do a compilation.
Oh, I want to go on with Guy next time.
So when you say it went on and on, are you saying that she kept drawing it in different ways, and then they would say
almost
it's
like
too
sarcastic,
right?
Yeah,
and they're saying it's too fat.
And she was angry.
Okay,
she was angry, and I made a mistake because I was still new at this balancing act between me and the star of the show. And the ultimate showrunner of the show was her. And an episode she probably wrote or had a big hand in. And standards. I made the mistake of giving up and saying, or maybe she asked me to, I can't remember, I'll put you on the phone.
Okay.
With standards. You talk to them. And there was pretty much a fight. Between, an argument between, how ridiculous this note was, that Sarah thought this was a very, very ridiculous note. I did too, but I also work for Viacom.
Right.
and I put them together, and I think some words, I think Sarah said something like, and if she's listening to this, it's something like, so her name was Jessica Schramm. I shouldn't have done that, right? You're just like a meter maid, right? You're just giving me a ticket, and I'm getting the ticket no matter what. And you can't talk to anybody, and I can't talk to anybody. I'm getting this ticket because you're like a meter maid. I don't think it was as vicious as what I just said, but meter maid came out, and that conversation ended, and I think the standards for it is don't ever put me on the phone with talent. Or a piece of talent.
Right, piece of talent.
like that again. And my boss said, why would you put Sarah on the phone with the...
Right.
I was like, anyway, it ended up being somewhere between a hole and a slit.
So it's, okay.
You found a middle ground.
We found a middle ground. I think it's the pilot episode, if you'd like to watch.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
You're having that.
That's what, yes, right off the bat.
Shit.
And that's why I was, and I never did that. I never,
And can I just ask, is the issue that you'll get fined, a big fine from the FCC?
That's a good question. No, in this case, the issue was, and this is why it was infuriating to Sarah and me, was a very, subjective take on taste and what might affect our audience.
The people watching the Sarah Silverman show?
Well said.
Right.
Well said. The way you said that was exactly the way I said it.
Right.
Yes. Or the people watching, they didn't feel it wasn't watching the Sarah Silverman program. It was get that right? It was watching the network in general. A standard that they were trying to hold across the network.
But it's Comedy Central.
It's guys 12 to 18
right.
or whatever the demo. They have a mandate for that demos, and they have these unwritten. It's not like there's a document that says here's the slits that you can't use. But there were documents that said, which they never shared with us, words you can't use.
I'm sure.
And we'll get to that in a second. But so I think that's why it was so dramatic, is because where she was coming from and how she was making that decision. Very difficult for her. She's in a difficult position. Was not an easy thing to explain. why is it going to make a real difference?
Right.
Yeah.
But, there were things that would happen. The network would get emails or letters, however it happened back then.
Carrier pigeon.
Right. Pigeon, yes. And people would complain. There were some there were complaints.
Right, right.
And sometimes it was that. But in this case, it was really, it felt like it bothered, in my opinion, it bothered this person.
Personally.
Yeah,
right.
I felt, and I think Sarah felt that too, and I felt that too. That's a really difficult,
Well, imagine going into I want to be a censor. You know what I mean? That's a crazy thing to want to pursue.
How does that person end up with that job?
Right.
Is it they just kind of end up there?
That's a good question.
It's just a perpetually offended person.
Yeah.
I'm sure Sarah asked her in the conversation.
Oh, God.
How did you end up
Jesus.
doing
It doesn't seem like a place you end up on purpose.
But I also kind of feel for them because that's their job and they are, that's what they're supposed to do.
But they must have somebody over them.
Yes.
It feels like it's like a little, it's like Mr. Burns person in a room.
And there was. And usually that person had their person's back.
Yeah.
And I appealed to that person. But she did it, and it read.
Yeah.
It was funny. I think Sarah would have preferred if the slit was a little bit longer.
Yes.
So
and
funny.
And she probably would have thought that, subjectively, but it's her that was funnier.
Right.
So she's trying to protect the funny. That's all
Yes.
she's trying to.
Right.
She's not trying to insult anybody or
Yes.
get anybody to write letters or bother the standards
Right.
person. She is just trying to see her vision through. Now, let me talk about words for a second in Sarah Silverman and the Sarah Silverman Program. This was different because there were a list of words. The F word, the N word. There were some words that you just knew,
Right.
at basic cable that you couldn't say.
Right.
Right.
But then there was a gray area suddenly. Like you could say, let me get this correct. You could say to a character could say to another character, "You're a pussy,"
Oh.
but you couldn't say, "You have a beautiful pussy,"
That's so funny.
Right.
or anything like that. So you could see
You could say it as in a misogynist way.
As an insult, yes.
Correct.
But
you
not in a
couldn't say
complimentary
it-
way.
You couldn't say it as
As a way to
referring to a vagina.
refer to a woman's body, yeah.
now.
That's so fucked up.
Even more infuriating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than the this was
Right.
also down the line. The series had become popular, so they were they wanted that, and I think the line was, if she has a falling out with her friends, the character, and she says, if you guys will be friends with me again, what if I show you my pussy?
Yeah.
Will you guys be friends with me again? And they.
So is that an FCC rule or is that
Definitely.
or is that Comedy Central's
That
rule?
was Viacom and Comedy Central.
Oh.
But
South Park is
when
on
you
at the
say
same time
when
as
you
this,
say
right?
yes, when you say rule, they were very. We never got to see these rules.
Why? I mean, what?
Because I think you could fight all. I think you could make a case against all of
Yeah.
them for one way or one way. But she said no. Yeah, and the conversation with me and Sarah, of course, now it was just me and Sarah going back and forth, and I'm like, yeah, you mean I could say, and they were making the same points you guys were just,
Right.
She was making the same points you guys were making, and I didn't have a pussy to stand on.
Right. No, you didn't.
So I.
That's infuriating.
Yeah, and that one they did not let go. And here's how she solved it. She took it out of the script, but when they recorded it, and I wasn't there, she lisped like I am right now. Pussy.
Oh, that's hysterical.
So, in effect, she didn't say
She's a
pussy. She said
genius.
pussy.
Hilarious.
If I show you my...
Oh my God, that's so funny.
that
I
makes
would
it
never
funnier.
think to do
Yeah.
that. That's so funny.
Well, yeah, there you are. And it did. It made it... It actually...
Made it funnier.
Thanks to broadcast standards, it made it funny.
Well, that's the other argument is you've heard that so many times in things where
the bleep makes it funny.
or for whatever reason, we had to rewrite it because of this, and then that somehow makes it funnier. You don't want to give them credit, but
find the
sometimes
workaround.
it happens that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and they never got along, this person. Her name was Jessica Schramm, and I'll finish the Jessica Schramm story right now. Later on, in an episode, the comedian playing her father, Mark Cohn, her long-lost father, had a an electric beard trimmer.
Okay.
You know, to make your beard like Don Johnson.
Yeah.
People, like mine is now. People can't see it. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow.
Do you have a photo shoot after this?
It's called the Miami device. No, my wife. It really is. My wife told me you'd be taking pictures.
Yes, there will be a picture.
That's why it looks so good.
Yes.
Okay. So back to Mark Cohen. So the character's giving Sarah. I touched the microphone.
It's okay.
Is everything okay?
You have to leave now.
Actually,
it's a crisis.
It improved it because there was a buzzing and you got rid of it by doing that. So it improved it. But don't do it again because it's like in the cartoons where you have amnesia and they hit you on the head and then you don't have amnesia. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of amnesia, what was I talking about, Danielle? Thank you. I got it.
Mark
so Mark Cohen.
But not the singer
he's
Mark
taking me. I'm going to be with you.
Yeah. Let's hang.
He's taking and he's giving it to here, I want you to have this. It was some ridiculous. The show was very cartoony. That was another thing about it. The Standards was looking at this. Well, these are real. It was a cartoon.
Oh, it was a very
over the top cartoon.
Yeah.
It was like a human cartoon.
Yes.
So he's giving it to her for no reason, and he says to her, "You could use it to shave." Now she's pushing it. You could use it to shave your pussy.
Yeah.
That never made it to Standards.
Right.
What did make it to Standards was you could use it to shave your shram, which was the last name of the Georgia Standards person.
Oh my God!
And that is what is on the air. And everybody watching it is like, what?
Gary, this has been so much fun.
Was that okay?
Of course, and so enlightening.
You know what? I'm going to give you 3.25 stars.
I think I'll go 3.5.
I'm going to give you 3.5 stars. Yeah.
Why 3.2? So I think my score now is 3.75. I think it's.
I think that is correct.
You're almost a 4.
That means I'll be. That means I'll be back next week. It's because I said fuck you to you that you gave me a 3.2.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
And you know what? It's also partially not your fault.
What about the water? I brought water.
Okay, you're right. That's 3.5.
Oh, that's
I didn't get a water, but
controversial.
3 points. I'll take 3.75 stars.
I loved when he would say 3 3/4 stars, and I love the names of the bands. They were always so lame, and I always ever since I've heard of No Doubt, I'm like, No Doubt sounds like a band that would have been on Star Search.
This next act's been strumming around the Boca Raton area for the past 15 years. Please welcome Overnight Success. Not my joke. I think it's Greg Proops.
That's so funny. Oh, Greg Proops was just on Never Not Funny and gave you a shout out.
It's about time, Greg.
It was about it was about Aspen and
the Aspen Comedy Festival.
And who was it? Someone went overtime by like 2. Oh, the Scottish Billy Connolly.
Yes.
And
hours.
He
took the venue over.
Yes.
And there were like other acts with.
And Greg said, and there's Gary Mann like ushering in an airplane, like right in front of him, trying to get him to stop.
It's like I had a searchlight to stop him.
And he wouldn't stop.
Yes. I think I just left.
With the audience.
Oh my God.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it was nuts. That was what made him talk about that.
I don't
do you remember?
I think they just got to
they just somehow the festivals came up or something.
You guys are the best.
Thanks.
I'm not sure he means that.
I don't know what he means and what he doesn't mean.
I had a great time. Good. I didn't think there would be enough.
I know
enough
you were worried, and it was fantastic.
Millions of stories.
It was perfect. I love hearing about that stuff. It's so interesting, and it's
really fascinating.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Gary, and we will be back right after this with what? What did we learn today?
So much.
Kristine.
Danielle.
Are you ready to learn what we learned today?
I want to learn so many things with you right now.
Christmas edition.
Woo-oo. That's a Christmas song.
Michigan pasties, pronounced pasty, rhyming with nasty, not pasty, are handheld savory meat pies.
Oh, okay.
That have become an iconic cultural staple, especially in the state's Upper Peninsula.
Oh, I was so right about certain parts of this.
Yes, you were. They were introduced by Cornish miners in the 19th century and evolved into a hearty, portable meal popular among all local ethnic groups.
Oh, I wish I had one of those right now.
So, Garen, you didn't eat these?
I
He didn't grow up on the UP.
No, I didn't. And I've only been to the UP once
Same.
in my entire life living in Michigan.
Is that way farther than from where you... I don't know how big Michigan is.
It's like this.
I know it's a mitten. I don't know what size mitten it is.
It was down here, and the UP's way
Oh,
up
that's
here.
okay.
Yeah.
The upper. I should have learned. So it's like a hot pocket. It sounds like it's a hot
It
pocket.
does sound like a hot pocket. Yeah.
Have you had one of these, Garen?
I don't think I have.
But they're
I'm
like
not an adventurous eater.
Argentinian
empanada.
empanada. Those are delicious. Do you like them? Well, you can have vegetarian ones, the spinach feta ones.
I do. I will say this. It always seems like a little too much dough.
Okay.
Like the crust, you got to get a lot of crust before you get to the
Fair enough.
spinach. But I do like the whole concept of it.
Same.
It's just kind of too, my mom used to say, every culture has its own burrito,
Yes.
its own take on the burrito. And I think every culture has its own
Like
hot
empanada.
pocket. Yeah.
How about pierogies? Where do you guys stand on pierogies?
So I think I grew up eating pierogies, but I don't remember them anymore. They're softer, right?
So yeah, it's like more of like a pasta dough, and then the best kind, if you ask me, are filled with potatoes and cheese.
Oh.
It's like a mashed potato inside with a little bit of cheese, like a cheddar-y cheese.
Yum.
And then on top you have grilled onions and sour cream.
On top?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's Polish.
Yeah, I feel like I had meat ones when I was a kid.
Okay. Yeah, that probably
And I know
exists.
they do factor in quite a bit on Gossip Girl.
Really?
Yeah, because that's where Dreamboat likes to go. He likes to get pierogies because he's Brooklyn. He's like,
Oh yeah, Brooklyn would
down.
make sense. I got to get me some pierogies.
He's
soon.
down. Okay. We all have entered our serving cunt era. Expect us. I love it.
Yes.
Okay, it's called the voice box because the larynx, its proper anatomical name, houses the vocal cords and is crucial for creating sounds for speech and singing, acting like a sound-producing instrument. Air from the lungs vibrates these vocal cords as it passes through, generating sound waves that are then shaped by the tongue, lips, and mouth to form words, making it the body's natural box for making noise. Okay, here we go. Freddie Mercury's vibrato was famously rapid and unique, with studies showing his vocal cords vibrated at an exceptionally fast rate, around 7.0 hertz compared to most singers' 5.4 to 6.9, creating a unique sound often bordering on vocal tremor, further enhanced by his rare mastery of subharmonics, vibrating ventricular folds, for added growl and power, making his voice a technically brilliant and unmatched phenomenon in rock music. That is very cool.
That is very cool.
While Mariah Carey has a legendary voice with an incredible 5-octave range, known for her whistle register, there's no definitive evidence she's literally shattered glass with her voice in a performance, though it's a popular idea given her vocal power. Opera singers and vocalists can break glass if they hit the exact resonant frequency with enough power, and Mariah's extreme high notes suggest she could achieve it, but it's more of a vocal myth associated with powerful singers than a documented event for her.
Okay.
Several famous singers, including Adele, Bjork, Justin Timberlake, John Mayer, Sam Smith, and Nicole Kidman's ex, Keith Urban, have dealt with vocal cord polyps or similar lesions, often requiring rest therapy and sometimes surgery to remove the growths that cause hoarseness and affect vocal range. These conditions, like nodules and cysts, stem from vocal overuse and significantly impact performance, leading many artists to cancel shows or undergo procedures for vocal health.
Gosh, I wish we had Nicole Kidman, Keith Urban gossip.
I know. It's like we didn't hear anything. It was just like, oh, it's done.
Why is it so quiet?
I don't know.
I want dirt on those two.
Right?
Does that make me a bad person?
She's got him locked down on a NDA, I bet.
Oh, to get the money.
Yeah.
Oh, she learned from the best.
She really
about
did.
how to sign someone to an NDA.
Oh,
she probably just scratched out her name and wrote his.
She just scratched out Tom Cruise. She wrote her name. She scratched out her name. She wrote Keith Urban. Hilarious. Star Search is being rebooted by Netflix. Now, how is it going to be any different than the shows that are already on the air? Hosted by Anthony Anderson and is set to premiere live on January 13th, 2026, with episodes airing Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's weird. Featuring real-time audience voting to determine contestants. Okay, so that didn't happen in the original show. It was all the judges. This new version brings the iconic talent show, which launched stars like Beyonce and Justin Timberlake. Okay, I stand corrected. I had no idea Justin Timberlake was on that. Or Beyonce, for that matter. To a global streaming audience with interactive features for a new generation. Most famous faces on Star Search were singers like Aaliyah, oh wow, Beyonce, Christina Aguilera, Usher. Several actors and comedians got their start there, including Brad Garrett, Rosie O'Donnell, Drew Carey, and even early appearances by future comedy giants like Dave Chappelle, Adam Sandler, and Martin Lawrence, proving the show launched diverse talent, not just musicians. Apparently, the acting category was so cringe, they've scrubbed any evidence of it from the internet because I can't find anyone. I'm telling you, there's no way anyone... I mean, yes, they could be by fluke, but I don't think anyone became famous. I didn't know, though, that Sharon Stone was a spokesmodel. That is very interesting. Yeah. I'd like to look that up.
I have a lot of present wrapping to do, cookie baking. We've been doing a lot of cookie baking already.
You're doing... like you're going to ice them after they come out? Those kind of cookies?
No, not those kind of Christmas cookies. I made thumbprint cookies. So they're with jam in the middle and they're sort of like rolled in nuts. Very yummy. We made these German cookies. I had nothing to do with that Sven and the kids made. They're very good.
What are they called?
I think they're Lebkuchen.
Okay, I guess I haven't heard of that. But.
And then we're going to make the Hershey Kiss cookies. So these are, the peanut butter. They're called peanut butter blossoms, but they're peanut butter cookies with the Hershey Kiss in the middle.
Okay.
Some of my favorites. They're so good. And so we'll probably do that today. We're maybe going to put some more decorations on the tree. We didn't do the traditional decorations because of the dog.
Gotcha.
So right now
we should just put glasses on the tree. All glasses.
All just readers that I've ordered from Amazon.
Well, but you know what? If you put them high enough, then she can't get them. Maybe you should put the glasses up there.
Maybe we should just store glasses on the tree.
Yeah.
So probably do a little more tree decorating tonight. We will go to a dinner on Christmas. And other than that, we're just going to watch Christmas movies and hang out at home.
Nice.
And just chill. We did get to do a Hanukkah night and a Shabbat on Friday. We got to do Shabbat and light the candles for Shabbat and Hanukkah. That was really special.
At a friend's house?
At a friend's house, yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of it. I think just like maybe try to see some fun movies. Oh, and on New Year's Day, we're going to go see the Stranger Things, but I'll see you guys before that.
Okay, yes.
What about you?
Christmas, we do our tradition. We go to McDonald's and have breakfast.
Love it.
If anyone wants to know, I get the Egg McMuffin without any meat. And then first we'll open presents.
Yeah.
And not all my presents came yet, so it was kind of a bummer. Like I don't have everything to wrap. But that's really Oliver's fault because I kept asking what he wanted and he waited so fucking long to tell me. And then we'll take my dad out to dinner on Christmas.
Nice. And does he have a favorite place that he likes to go, or do you guys just kind of pick something?
We just have for the last 3 years gone to a place in the valley.
BJ's. And you get the Pozzoli Niles.
I think it's Pozzoli Niles. I think it's called Firefly.
Huh. Sounds
nice. It's on Ventura. It's a nice place, yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Garen?
I might stream on Christmas Eve. I usually do that because in case there's people who are by themselves and they want to hang. I do that. That's fun. I bought some stuff to cook for myself. I guess I'm watching Bridget Jones' Diary.
Yes, you are. You're going to love it. It's so fun.
One Battle After Another just came out on HBO
Max.
Okay.
So I'm going to finally see that.
We can talk about it.
The way it was meant to be seen.
Oh, you didn't see it in the theater.
I did not make it to the theater.
That's so not you.
It is definitely not me, and I'm furious about it. Although they are going to...
I'm sure it's still out, no?
They're going to play it in 70 millimeter at the Regal Beagle on Christmas Day.
Oh, that could be fun.
That's tempting to do. I might
do that.
I might do that.
Yeah, it's good to see it in a theater, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
For the car chase scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't know what that means.
Well, you'll know when you see it if you see it in the theater.
I think that's it.
Okay. So Christmas by yourself?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to come over. Maybe my friend. I don't know. I don't. things just happen or they don't. I don't
Okay.
make plans that much. So
I'm so sorry. I forgot to ask. Do your dogs have outfits? Do they have little Christmas hats?
Yeah. Well, Francis wore a sweater for our Christmas picture.
Oh, right. You just said.
Which I sent you guys both a card. It's probably not going to come by Christmas because
that's okay.
I don't get things done in time.
That's okay.
It's just how I live my life.
No, I'm so excited to see it.
But I think she does look pretty cute in it. It is obviously a Fair Isle sweater. Oh my God. This is the sweater for my Christmas picture. We don't match, but everybody gets a Fair Isle sweater.
I think that's better.
And they just kind of go together or they don't.
No, I think that's better
worry about
than
it.
everybody wearing the same thing.
I don't
love that.
I don't love matchy.
Hope you had a wonderful Christmas.
Yes. Enjoy your new year.
Enjoy your new year. We will
see you after
see you
Christmas.
next week. Yeah, after Christmas.
Until then,
remain calm.